Let's think through our actions this time around, shall we? Play it cool, play it slow, and maybe, just maybe, we get through this one alive. Interesting, you guess Berserk is a non-magical effect? Would make sense. I mean, it would probably insult Trog that we're even debating that it could potentially be a magical effect. Goes against everything they stand for. Jeez. Yeah, when the rolls go poorly, they definitely go really bad. Most Orb Guardians, no problem whatsoever. A couple of unfortunate results, and we almost died to that son of a gun. Similar to basically any other monster that we come across here. Confirm that I don't have any extra bonus lives, and I do not. Well, still no time like the present, I guess. Let's get ready. So the one effect the Quicksilver Dragon cannot remove is how angry you are at it. Perfect. Nothing will defeat my rage for sure. I'd expect nothing less. It is truly a burning passion against everything that the Quicksilver Dragon stands for. Hate to use the piety for channel magic, but unfortunately I kind of have to. I guess. Do we want to leave here and potentially find a place to gather some piety? We'd have to account for the travel distance, but is there anywhere we could go? There's Elf 3, which is okay. I don't really want to go back to Vaults because of Menace. There's not a lot going for us, hey? There's like Francis. Alright, Boulder, Colorado, no longer a thing. We murdered those boulders. But there is Francis. It's a bit of experience. I think it's not worth the trip back up to D12. We'll lose more PD on the way. Does remove haste and might, though? Oh, for sure. You say Berserk is basically both those, so you thought it would remove that, but of course Berserk is not magical. Right? I wouldn't have guessed it off the top of my head, but it makes a lot of sense when I hear it said out loud for sure. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Not too bad so far. Okay, you're a bit more of a pain in the rear. Please don't summon anything. Perfect, you absolute fool. Not too shabby. Good start, good start. Again, barely started, but still good. I take my small victories wherever they may land. And what else? Is there no one else? If that alarm trap goes, oh, it's gonna be real nasty here. I mean, if it does go, we just full buff everything and then summon everything and see what happens. And that's what I was worried about with Colgate. Do dragons yell too loud? I don't think so. I don't think we'll wake anyone up from here. It should just call attention from these buddies, right? Let's see. Roar times 3? That doesn't seem too bad. And we just back up a smidge here. Draconians, you suck. And we'll take this buddy on a wee bit of a mini hike here. In fact, I'll just get the heck out of dodge for the time being, turn myself back to dragon form, and rejoin the realm of the living here. And let's see, who else? Oh, no divine exegesis this time. Right. Do we just have to deal with that son of a gun the old-fashioned way? Kind of, right? They're between us and our goals in life, so I guess that is just the way it do be. Them the breaks, kiddo. Again, I'm debating retreating temporarily here, though. A strategic retreat, if you will. We could end up exploring more of slime, see what happens, hopefully not too many mutations. Even if we do, we have 11 mutation potions. There's a decent amount of untapped potential in slime, one would think. Elf 3 is a little bit of a hike. We have to go all the way back up to D9. I guess we could kill Francis on the way. Kill a bunch of elves. Potentially get enough experience back to make do. I do very much want Divine Exegesis. I don't even know if I want to waste it on the MCC versus saving it for like a Death's Door or a Revivification situation. And in fact, I probably should at least try to kill an Orb of Fire. We have 3 pips of fire resistance. Pretty wild amounts of damage with Dragon Claws. I'm waiting like 5 turns every other step here just to hopefully see some results. Okay, there we go. But he has seen us. How are we doing for potions? I can probably haste against you, my friend. Again, we should have decent damage. I should also potentially throw it a might, because why the heck not while I'm at it? Play it a bit safe here, just in case. And while we're buffed up, let's murder. Shall we? Who needs Divine Exegesis? Let's just make do with what we've got, shall we? This time, though, we retreat. That's a good little start. We're, again, taking it slow, taking it as calmly as possible. Very much against my usual nature here. But hopefully, that's all it takes to win on a cat. Why, hello there. Okay, no haste this time. Oh, okay. Or there are 2 of you. That is very nifty and cool as well. Definitely means haste probably is back in the cards. And what else can we do here? Box of Beasts. I think, yeah, haste should be worth it against 2 of you Kitlywinks. And get decent damage down right away, and then just finish you off. Not too shabby. Come on, Sif, you're not impressed? Please, some piety for my trouble, some piety for your loyal kitty here. Not too bad. Now that you've realized Quicksilver needs magical effects, minus scroll and minus potion do not go away either. Good to know. Holy cow, that's a lot of Orbs of Fire, hey? Won the lottery, and not in a good way, unfortunately. Okay, murder you, kill you, then let's retreat back out to our stairs, get some minor reprieve here, and take a look at how we're doing. I don't love the mix here, so I think we will start chugging. We have quite a few mutation potions, so it shouldn't be too bad. More frailty. You shouldn't have. Okay, just frailty. We have, oh, passive cold resistance. I think we lose this when we go dragon, though. Let's double check. Yes, unfortunately we do. So it's not exactly the be-all end-all that I might desire it to be. But we have killed a lot of Orbs of Fire, so maybe that's the worst that will come to bear. Except for, of course, more Orbs of Fire. Should have seen that one coming. Let's hit you a few times. Might once again here. Gosh darn it. There we go. Just needed a hit. Kill you and take me back. Recover, replenish everything here. Potions are less efficient. These aren't that bad, actually. I feel like I could get better ones, though. We have 9 mutation potions. I'd like to actually just get rid of Frail, so let's go for it. We did get clarity and more willpower. -2 strength is not fantastic. But that's kind of doable. Do I dare potentially lose willpower and clarity? Clarity, I think, doesn't matter too much, maybe against pies, but that's fine. Quicksilver can't remove all magical effects either. Sticky Flame and Polar Vortex status effects aren't removed. Interesting, yeah, a few different edge cases there. Let's try it out. Perfect, we keep the willpower and clarity and just lose all the bad stuff. Fantastic, now that's what you want to see in life. Still only 142 health, but hey, that is just the way of the world here. Let's call attention to ourselves again. Bolt of Dispel and Energy missed me. Get absolutely wrecked, my friend. Moth of Wrath on their own, not too bad. It's pretty much the ideal circumstance to run into those sons of guns. But okay. Again, slowly but surely. This is my life now, but it will hopefully all become worth it. I'm sad we lost our one kind of backup life here. Again, that's potentially also why it's tempting to start exploring some previous floors. We're really close to level in general, though. I can't remember if this is an extra life level or not, though, unfortunately. Anyone else? Please? Someone be near enough to hear me? No? Okay. Have to assume that that alarm trap is relatively safe, then. Let's not walk you into it by accident. Didn't see you there, my friend. So daisies, that's only 1% the XP. Fair enough. Scary, scary. There just was a command to check it. Yeah, is it not in the... I know there is the bot that you can get on the web version that you can query for questions, but I guess there might not be a specific command for that in particular. Okay, let's swap off to this alarm trap. This alarm trap and this alarm trap. Probably will have to deal with them at some point here, but the longer we can hold off, the better, I feel. 97% now. 98%, we're getting close. We just got Divine Exegesis back as well. Let's try not to lose that immediately. Or for attention. At least this alarm trap right beside us is in a bit of a position to not be triggered by enemies very much. They'd be coming from an odd direction. Welcome back to level 21. So unfortunately that does confirm that it's not an extra life level, which is a bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. We're getting real close here. Also, according to the wiki, Dragon's Skull and Death's Door aren't affected. Okay. I guess... Oh yeah, there are certain enemies that can spawn with Quicksilver, right? But that means that Quicksilver dragons assumably can't get rid of the same effects. Are they exactly one-to-one tables? Or have any of you noticed discrepancies between what Quicksilver, or like Dispelling Bolt does versus a Quicksilver wand? I'm curious. You would think that they just reuse the same tables, right? Okay. Lots of alarm traps. There's that blink trap as well, but I should be able to, yeah, just do a sneaky little sidestep like so. And it should just be Orb Guardians in this chamber. So not too shabby here. Okie dokes. Quicksilver, Potion Cancellation, Yaras, it's all the same, you think? Interesting. Manicuri, the wiki on Felid, says pressing E shows how much experience you need for your next life. 8% of the way to 22, get an extra life in... Yeah, so it would be the next level, because we're 0.2 or 0.92 levels worth of EXP away from another life. Thanks, Manicuri, that's awesome to know. I always kind of forget what is kind of wrapped up in this little context menu. That's pretty sweet. Very easily could have fell for an alarm there. Scary. And we'll back up here real quick. I guess this might be another time to just shout our little hearts out instead. Anyone? Okay, out of range of the distortion trap, of course. Okay, I know there are more of you in there. Excuse me, could you please... This is just my life now, just constantly roaring into the void. Hide in my corner. Rinse, repeat. Okay, now... What the heck? That son of a gun I thought for sure would be called to attention. Gosh darn it, where did you go? Hey, there you are. Okay, now you saw me this time. Perfect. That is much better. Playing this agonizingly careful, but rather that than anything else. We have just 2 scrolls of teleport left, so let's start thinking about the plan for when we grab the orb here, shall we? We have this permanent trap right here. That's a nice, easy go-to. Hopefully that puts us somewhere safe. If we land somewhere here, very few permanent teleport traps. So that's unfortunate. This side, we don't care. That's all fine. Hopefully we land, yeah, somewhere up here. That's the dream, at least. I have no blinking. I have 1 blinking left, so if we absolutely need to, we can always blink into a permanent teleport trap. Not ideal, for sure, but it is what it is. That's some of the stealthiest roaring I've ever heard. You know, we have a real gift for it. When we want to make noise is the one time that we have troubles. Read telly first so you don't need. So yeah, my plan here is to read telly, walk into the teleport trap. Is walking out on the table. I guess it is, right? I'm just so bad. I like always want to do these fancy tricks. I like to read telly, step into a trap, cancel out the telly if we land somewhere good, otherwise take it for another ride. I probably should just walk out though. I think you're on the right page there. Well, here goes. Lords of Pandemonium are not amused. Neither am I. I'm terrified, so fair enough. Step away until you step to me, then murder you and the Tormentor in one fell swoop. Not too shabby. And take me away, coach. Ice Fiend is pretty much my worst nightmare, but not too shabby. At the end of the day here. I kind of want to be in cat form because of how quickly we'll go, but it's also kind of sketchy. You love that trick too, but canceling telly's 2 scrolls burnt, right when we only have 2, maybe a bit more than we're willing to go for here. Well, so begins the journey. Oh gosh. Stop what you're doing. DCSS, I totally understand why you did what you did, but I will still never forgive you for your actions and deeds. Okay, no, do you know what? I shouldn't even bother with you. Let's just keep heading for the stairs. I will, however, get as much magic back there as I possibly can and take me away. How fast are you? You are fast. You're also kind of dumb though, and I think got caught behind the cage, so get absolutely stomped on. And okay, I think I will risk staying in cat form for the speed here. Slightly less opportunity for us to run into trouble. Never mind, I will not be staying in cat form. I will instead immediately swap out and... yeah, hated that. Hated everything about that. You, my friend. Only 92 health, and yet I was not exactly doing a heck of a lot to you. Divine Exegesis seems like a bit of a stretch here. Let's see. Stairwells? Oh, we never finished exploring down there. That might have been nice. But we do have to go through you, hey? The only way out is through. Appreciate the stretch redemption tooth, Alphon. Let's take that as a nice reminder to slow play, to focus, to relax even. Take some sips from our beverage, take it easy. It's not the end of the world here yet. Let's see. Small chance of you getting feared, but you now have your friends alongside you, so I don't like our odds there, or I don't love them at least. However, if I bring a friend into the mix, get absolutely dumpstered, take me away. And again. Not too shabby. 13, 12, 11. Gosh darn it. Okay. You kiddos, do you have any range things? You have some smite action. That's definitely not grand. But that's not the end of the world. Essentially, I just need to get sightline on the stairs and I can blink to it and just ignore you. So that's the plan as it stands. Still have Divine Exegesis up, which is great. Whoops, let's evoke that. And I think this is a good use of my blink. Go D0 once again. And again. Another. Take me away. Hello, Kobold. Nice to see you, friend. Bit out of your depth, unfortunately. Sorry to admit. And keep it going. I'm guessing you were taking me here, game. Nope. Don't get too excited yet, Torinski. Though I will say, this is looking good so far. Again, with the caveat that it all could still very much go wrong. Oh, geez Louise. Well, that was quite the run of things at the end of the day here with Cat Vunda. Cat number... I mean, it's labeled in my video series as 8 because it's the 8th, like, grouping of cats. Including all those Necromancer starts, we probably went through a good 15 to 20. But hey, all that matters is that Cat Vunda got through first try, might I add. Can you imagine that? Thank you for the congratulations, I appreciate it. This has definitely been a rough go of things here with Cat, but I'm very glad to have made it through in one piece here. Feels pretty fantastic. First stream you caught live since finding my YouTube, and it was the finish for the Felid. You were the missing key, the missing piece, Manicuri, so thank you so much for dropping on by, sending your luck my way as well. I appreciate it. And really thanks to each and every one of you for joining us on this momentous occasion, finally getting through in one piece. Hurrah, hurrah. And is Baraki next? That is a great question. Let's look into it. Oh, I guess right now we can't because it's been moved. I think Baraki was after Felid before it got shuffled on over. So I think so, yes. I think we're gonna go Baraki, Mummy, and then Meteorin to finish it off. That seems like a decent little order for the end of things here. I don't think I'm missing anyone, right? Wow, we're really that close. And exactly, Ramlama. First try, baby. Never a doubt in my mind for Cat Vunda. But okie dokie. We won't go through our full routine here. Ah, what am I saying? We'll go through our full routine here. I want to be smart. I want to be fast. No might, unfortunately. We did use that one up, but we can get a little drunk on the ambrosia of the gods here. And then signing out with Cat Vunda. Finally heading back to our family, avenging all of our fallen brethren. Cataly Portman, Buzz Aldrin. I mean, if I look at the list of ones we went through, Cleopatra, Shakespeare, Neil Patrick Harris, Puma Thurman, they were all incredible in their field. Don't forget Squiz as well. Squiz was definitely up there. You can all finally rest in peace knowing that Cat Vunda has finally avenged the Felid species. Fantastic. Our lowest level here, which makes sense because I think that was probably the lowest level escape that I've done at all since I started streaming DCSS. 21. It's been a hot minute for sure. It's hard to get to that low of a level without, you know, doing some speedrunning strats and not having the advantage of being a cat. When you lose lives, you lose levels. But hey, I'll take it regardless. Every death taking down a level and having success, it tracks. I guess that's true. Yeah, we would have been 27. That's surprising to me. I guess cats have a decent aptitude for experience games, so that's it. I'm used to being like 25 on escape. I guess I just came off the score screen. Let's head back there and take a peek. Definitely quite a few 27s. 24 with troll, that makes sense, because I was probably just sick and tired of needing resistances that I did not have in any way, shape, or form. Right, Gilgamesh was also down there with 23. Nice. Well, not too shabby here. Nice selection right at the top. Covil, of course, being our one and done 15 rune Felid. Again, I can't believe we did that. After the trials and tribulations we went through just to get a 3 rune victory on Felid, that right there is wild to me. Not quite like we would have been 27, right? The last few levels would have cost more than the repeatedly lost early levels. That's fair enough for sure. And yeah, it is not Rue level sack. Definitely. But yeah, I think we will, once again be going in with Baraki next. I'm actually curious, what do you all think? Should I go Meteorin, then Mummy after the fact? Or should I just tag Meteorin on to the very end? Just get through all the kind of species that I have run so far and finish off with a bang with a speed run on Meteorin? Definitely let me know if you have any thoughts or feelings on the matter, because anytime I can outsource decision making to you lovely folks, I will gladly jump at the opportunity. Though Fun to You Mummy feels like the finale. See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Mummy's kind of the classic hard mode, right? Colgate, you're in agreement? That sounds good to me. I think we will start on Baraki and then move on to Meteorin after that. That's going to be another interesting one. I mean, neither of those do I have any real experience on. I've done a few dungeon sprints on Baraki ranged characters. Meteorin, I think during the tournament, we did a couple of attempts at runs, and they were barely attempts if we're being honest with ourselves. Gotta stick to the order, that's true too. Everything has been in order so far. We've definitely done our best. Sometimes it gets weird when things jump around. We had just passed Halfling when they got nixed and Palantonga got shoved down here. I don't remember what we ended up doing there. But that sounds great to me. I think I'm in agreement. We'll do Baraki, Meteorin, and finish it off with the good old Mummy, of course. Meteorin is going to break my brain, though. Oh, it already did. Yeah, the few runs that we got to try out during the tournament, I love it. Like, that's the kind of species that I think the game benefits from having added. Ones that completely kind of shift the paradigm and change the way you have to play the game. That's why I loved Genie when they came out, is because it was just super different from any other character, and it makes me really appreciate kind of the spells I do end up getting, and, you know, using all these niche case combinations and stuff. It's awesome. Super cool. And so in a similar bet, I really like Meteorins and changing to be a bit faster paced, a bit of a pseudo speedrun strat character, while also being quite strong, so it's a fun little mix for sure. I never got to try the Mayfly Tar back in April Fool's last year, so I'm glad to have a kind of second attempt at doing so, in spirit at the very least, you know, strong and fast and all of that. Congrats on another win, maybe go for a title I haven't achieved yet. Right, yeah, I'm not sure which ones we haven't. That's the kind of downside to playing offline, is that I don't have tracking for that kind of stuff. Definitely when we're done all 3 species, I think I am interested in trying out potentially some 15 rune runs. Potentially some fun challenge runs. Might open it up to the general public there and see what people would be interested in seeing and checking out, because that could be fun, for sure. We'll see how it all goes, really, at the end of the day. I'd like to keep playing DCSS for a while, especially since ending with all the hard species. It's going to be so nice jumping back to one of the easier, or at least more straightforward ones, I should say. Maybe someone with a bit of health. One of these days, I'm going to go back to play another Ogre, because that was probably one of my favorite runs of the entire series. I'd never really played Ogres, And coming off of the Spriggan Tengu Deep Elf streak into Ogre was just a breath of fresh air. It was truly beautiful. And then following that up with Deep Dwarf was actually pretty wild, because Deep Dwarf finding Jivia on level 2 of the dungeon was also just absurd. Lots of fun memories looking back on the series. I barely remember the start here. My Merfolk for some reason stands out to me because they had the Autumn Katana and looked just sick as all get up, so that's always a big one for me. You know, if your dungeon fashion sense is looking good, you're likely to be stored up in the brainstem for whatever reason. And after doing all the species, I should go online, let people face my ghosts. Maybe. I do love the online play, especially not having to worry about lag and input lag and stuff like that, because I am generally, besides this evening when I made it my full purpose in life to not lose patience, I'm generally a bit too quick to be like, it's not working, and then I'm dead. Whoopsie daisies. But okie dokie. That will be the end for us this evening, of course. Thank you to each and every one of you for hanging out. I always appreciate having the company, whether that be, you know, live chatting with us if you're just lurking in the background, or if you're watching this down the road on YouTube or the VODs. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining us in this wonderful journey that we call Great Player. Oh man. I'm still riding a bit of a buzz from finally getting through with Felid. Feels good, man. But we'll, of course, do a quick check to see who is live at the moment and who we can shoot a raid off to at the end of our triumphant night here. Normally it would be Wizard, but seemed to have, you know, turned the tables on me a little bit there. Appreciate it. So I think we will head off. We'll head off to Error Buns. Always a good time over there. Definitely stick around and say hello. They're currently playing one of the Zelda games. I'm not sure which one off the top of my head here cuts off. Probably Breath of the Wild, or I don't know why I guessed, because who knows? They haven't been playing a lot of retro games recently. But stick around, say hello. They're always a fantastic time and a really fun individual. But yeah, I guess we will be back. I mean, on Wednesday, should have time for the usual kind of shorter stream, playing some Cult of the Lamb, getting real close to the end of the run in that game. And, of course, next Sunday, we'll be jumping in with Baraki. Very much excited for that. We're going to be trying out all the new range changes in 0.29, at least trying out for the first time live on camera. I think we did a little bit during the tournament. I've done a little bit on my own off camera, but should be a lot of fun. Very much looking forward to that. It's going to be scary, though, trying to figure out how the heck these buddies even work. I'm sure it'll be an adventure, so come on by next week to see that. And yeah, I guess we should actually get this raid started instead of me just blabbing on until the end of time here. We can get that prepped, get people joining as we do our final little sign-off. Again, big thanks to everyone. This was one heck of a ride. I had a really good time. I hope you did too, of course. Definitely let me know what kind of combinations you want to see in the future for our final 3 species. Maybe any fun challenge runs you'd want to see down the road after we finish Great Player. Don't know if Greater Player is in the cards. I might take a break from these long-form series and just have some fun runs going on. But who knows? We'll have to see how it all shakes out, because of course, regardless of all of that nonsense, I do hope that you are having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there, and I definitely hope to see you again soon. I'll see ya.